I'm the Hooded Lid and welcome to my channel. In preparation for the upcoming Sephora sale, I bought 3 palettes because, I wanted to do reviews to help you decide what you wanted to get. None of these are hot off the presses new, but they're new. So we have Chow Chow from Viseart, and we have 1111 from ROEN, and we have the Rosewood, I think, from Dior Backstage. And I was supposed to get these on Friday. I checked on Friday and they said, no, Saturday. Okay, Saturday. Saturday was a beautiful day. We've been having a lot of rain, and if it's not raining, then it's super cloudy and dark. Today's super cloudy and dark. It was such a beautiful day, and I got these around 1 o'clock, which meant I had maybe half an hour to shoot something. And I did. I shot the ROEN, and it was a disaster because ROEN is something I've never tried before, and it's an unusual product. So I was kind of all over the place. So that's going in the trash. And I decided today I would just get 2 off and edit 1 and put it up right away. But it's so cloudy and icky, and it's very hard for me to find lighting that is balanced because I'm blind and I cannot see in my little LED monitor if I'm too orange or if I'm too light or if there's any balance. My complaining is now concluded. I am going to do the Backstage because I did play with it last night and I think it's appropriate for this kind of weather. And let me give you a look. Here she is. There's no mirror, which doesn't bother me at all. And these are lovely neutrals. And my first experience with the Backstage palettes. Let me pull you in and we'll get started. One really interesting thing about this palette is they have given you, I'm actually fighting with the birds. It's a beautiful sound. They've given you a primer, and I tried this last night. It's really nice. It starts creamy, but it ends powdery, and it's not thick and goopy like so many other primers. You don't need a lot, and it covers very, very nicely. It's really nice. I wish they would actually make this just as a primer. See how the coverage is nice? I really like that. We'll go into the middle, which is a skin tone all over the lid. I feel like this one is a slight taupish. I'm going to put that into the brush and then kind of feel up where my bone is. I know this is a really weird way to put on shadow. I haven't done this on camera before, but very effective. So now I've got that traced out and blend. And pull out a little bit. For me, this first step is all about receding the hood. These shadows are absolutely, so far, Crepey lid friendly. And look how that, I'm hardly doing anything, but it has blended out. There's no hard edge up here. With this color here, I wonder if these are named. Oh, they are. I'll tell you what the names are. Loading up, and I'm going to do kind of a third or a half. Just going to place this on and bring it all the way up to where I just receded the hood. Look how nice these lay down. I mean, I'm hardly working here. I am really, really impressed. I want to go for these dark colors. I think I'm going to mix them. I mean, they're both about the same depth of darkness, and use them for a little bit of a lining. Okay, there's not much of a difference there. Let me get a blender and try to, just want to blend this darker color up here in a little bit so the transition is a little more natural, but just a little bit because these powders seem to move and I don't want it to go over here. and a little blending out here. I'm barely touching my skin. So these are very receptive to the orders that your brush is giving them. You don't have to sit there and really work hard to move it around, but just the opposite. If you want the shadow to be in a very specific place, you got to work with a small brush and a lot of patience. I should have pulled this out actually. So going back into that first color, the skin tone color, and just laying it over here. Look at that. It's just like putting on an eraser. So the color isn't, the look isn't too big. This is so pigmented, it just kind of erased all of that shadow. That's impressive. And I think I'm going to go in with this one. For the inner corner, that's a nice gradation, I think. Now, this color appears to be the shimmer color, and I should not do that with my middle finger because I fat finger everything. I'm going to try my pinky. I'm going to put that in the center and see what we get. This is such an easy, effortless formulation. This is their fourth in the Backstage palette arena. I don't know if the others work as well as this one, but this is just, it blends itself. It blends itself. There's no problem with the crepiness. And especially considering these are dark colors over here, I find that the dark colors are very hard with crepey. The dark colors are really the test. You know, if the dark colors don't work with the crepies, you're in trouble. Same color I did on the inner corner. I'm going to pick that up and do a little under eye. Now if you wanted to, I think you could go in with this one, which is the darkest, and do a little more lining, but for me it's dark enough. I want to show you a little bit about this palette, which I should have done before I got started. It appears to me that there are only two mattes in here, and those two mattes are this one and this one. This is the cream. This one I believe has a little bit of shine going on. You could do that inner corner, I suppose, if that's your deal. And the rest of them, to me, they appear to be satins, except for this one. This is the only one that doesn't have the imprint Dior on it. And it's not metallic, but it's a little bit more than a satin, I think. It has a beautiful glow to it. So let me go to this eye. So I'm going to do something more casual on this side, more throw and go, where this one is articulated. It has a feeling to it. It has, it looks purposeful, for lack of a better word. And I think what I'm just going to do is this lovely color in the center, kind of all over. Again, going to feel out the orbital bone. And pull it out a little bit after I've already established that haze of color all over. I actually like this. I think there's something kind of romantic and bohemian about it. And I think I'm going to go in with this satin-ish color again with my pinky and just put that on the lid really lightly. And then this color with a very small little brush, and maybe do a little haze. You know what? No. I'm going to do it with this. And I'm going to mix this color with this color because it's a little too dark. And now I'm going to pick up that center color by itself. And that's kind of the darkest color. I'm going to take this color again on a pencil brush and going back to this eye. And the center color again, when I say the center, this one again. Get my blender out again. All right, I think I'm done. I want to do some mascara. I want to do some liner and bring it back to you, maybe a final blend to show you what's really going on here. But let's do a little bit of swatching. I'm so impatient. I should have done this in the beginning and I didn't. So I'm not going to swatch this because it is the primer. So these two, this one is so pigmented, it's a delight. And that other one is, you know, probably an inner highlight. The center row, here they are, right through here. So this one is the one that is a shiny satin, not quite metallic, but I don't think that this one is a matte. Again, I think that the only two mattes are this one and this one, but that could be me. And the final row. And the final row right here. They're very pretty colors, and I feel like I kind of got something going on here. I do feel this is more casual, same kind of tones, of course. And this is, I don't know if you could wear this to work, but maybe for evening. There we have it. I haven't powdered under my eyes, so it might look a little iffy, but a little mascara, a little liner. I love these shadows, first of all. These blend themselves. They go where your brush is telling them to go, so much so that if you're used to working with something that takes a little more work, you might get into trouble here. So use a very light touch when you're moving them around. For the crepeys, it doesn't get stuck into those lines and into the crepiness and skip. Points for both. I don't know, and maybe I'm fooling myself. Maybe this isn't a good color scheme for me, but I really like it. And if it's not, it might be worth checking out some of the other Backstages. Yeah, I really, really, really am surprised by this palette because I don't hear a lot of people talking about it or any of the Dior's. I remember maybe when they first came out, maybe there were some people talking about it, but nobody mentioned how wonderful these shadows are. I'm going to pull you in. So here's this look. I'm a fan. So there you have it. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Stay safe, stay smart, and until we meet again, I'm wishing you good health.